Good morning, or good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Q&A Sunday. That's what I call this now. I call this Q&A Sunday. Q&A Sundays. I like Sunday, rhymes a little better. Q&A Sunday. Welcome. I'll give every people a chance to get up in the room on my channel here today. I know I'm competing against like football and college football, all that stuff. I know I'm competing with all that, but that's okay because I'm only trying to reach the people that want to hear what I got to say. Hyphy, welcome. What's going on? How you doing? It's Q&A Sunday, people. Q&A Sunday. Here to answer any and all financial questions. Hello, Reality of Fitness. Welcome. Yes, any scam sports. I know, right? I'm not a sports fan either. You know, so crazy, Hyphy. People look at me and they automatically assume that I'm a football fan or some kind of sports fan because of the way I look. And it's like, no, man, I don't follow sports. They were like, what? You don't? Like I'm an alien. What? My God, you don't what? No, there's people out here that don't follow sports and worship sports. Okay, so don't worry about it. I'm just like, I'm the same way. I don't do that. I'm not really into watching people that have, went all the way and completed their dream by making it to the NFL or the NBA or the baseball league and watching millionaires live out their dreams and fantasize. I'm just not into it. I'm happy for them. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for anybody that completed to get that far into the pros and they made it. They did what it took. Congratulations. But there's a place up there for me. I just got to go find it. And this is it. I'm telling you guys, this is it right here. I have found what I have been put on earth to do, and it's to help people get out of financial debt. Sure is. That's what it is. This is what I've been placed here to do. This is my passion. I never knew it. You know, when you grow up, you always hear about, hey, go for your passion, do this and that, but you don't really know what it is because your passion is not something that you say, hey, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to reach my passion. It doesn't work like that. Your passion finds you. That's the best. Let me tell you guys that. Let me say that right correctly so you can understand. Your passion finds you. You don't find it. Okay. When I quit my job back in 2016, I didn't say, hey, I'm going to go start Debt at My Daddy. And then it's going to turn into Savings Minus Debt. And then people are going to jump into my room. And then it goes nothing like that. Trust me. It goes nothing like that. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in credit and debt, right? That's where they live. They believe everybody has car notes, finance cell phones, finance furniture. That's where everybody lives, right? But there's some people like myself that have been living in the debt matrix, but have known something was wrong, but you couldn't put your finger on it, right? You're like, and you can't really ask nobody because they're not going to really understand what you're saying and this and that. I used to be there. That was me. I was just like, man, something's wrong. I know this is not life. I couldn't put my finger on it. Got out of debt and then I could see. So now my job is to come back and show you. See what I'm saying? That's my passion. The reality of fitness. I agree with you on the mainstream sports, but I do enjoy extreme sports like MMA, World Strongman, CrossFit. I get it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Reality fitness, it's to each their own. If you enjoy whatever it is you enjoy, do that. I'm not really even knocking mainstream sports. Hey, if people enjoy that, hey, do it. But I just never forget it's all a business, right? And people take sports like personally, like this is my team. And you can hear when they say this is my team, they really believe it's their team when it's really not. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. I can't help the way I look at stuff like that. But I watch MMA every now and then. CrossFit, yes and no. I got a couple of friends that are into CrossFit. I'm not really a CrossFit person, but I love watching that when they have those CrossFit games. Now that's impressive stuff. I ain't gonna lie, that's impressive. But anyway, I started this session a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to make this like a normal thing, because many people have many different financial questions, and what I want to make sure I have a stage for you guys to come here to where you're comfortable to be able to speak about money without feeling like you're dumb because you think you should be knowing something already, like people in the debt matrix make you feel. They always make you feel like you should be doing something at a certain age. You should have this and that, but you can't really tell where that information's come from. I am the person, so you guys understand that are new to my channel, I am the person that creates the foundation and gives you the ability to where you don't really have to know about investing. You don't really have to know about taxes. You really don't have to know about retirement. I teach you how to pick the correct professionals in those areas that will do this for you. You pay them, and you will know for a fact that they will know what they're doing because of what I teach you here. Okay, you'll know the base. And if right now, you know that this is what the base is. Always invest in yourself first. Before you invest outside of yourself, always invest in yourself first. That is the #1 rule. And if you go pick a professional and you go see their personal credit report and they have student loans that are older than the children, they've already broken the #1 rule. They haven't invested in themselves first. That's a dead giveaway. Whether they know this or not is 100% irrelevant to math, okay? All right. Lottery Guru. LJ, I really like the way you explain the secured credit cards. I have one through TD Bank. Through TD Bank. I like how you broke it down. I appreciate that, Lottery Guru, because you know what? Let me tell you something. I had got a secured credit card after the economic crash back in 2008. I got one because I was so worried about rebuilding my credit. So I went and got a secured credit card, but I was still living in the debt matrix there. So now that I'm out, it's crystal clear what I show you, and see how easy I explain that to you, because it's just the best way I can explain it, Lottery. It's just math, right? And it just made sense. It was like, you think about it. Okay, wait a minute. In order for me to get a secure credit card, I got to take the money in my hand already and give it to you. And then you exchange it back for a piece of plastic. And you charge me interest on my own money, while at the same time, you're earning interest on my money, loaning it to whoever, how many other people you're doing. It's like double dipping, but they can't lose. But the person that's in the debt matrix thinking they're doing something with the secure credit card, they don't know that. See what I'm saying? And I'm glad I was able to explain that to you, Lottery. Much appreciated. And thanks for coming in here and saying that too. The reality of fitness. Exactly, sir. I enjoy the aforementioned sports because I train in those fashions myself, and it helps me push myself and my clients. Yeah, okay. Hey, you do what it takes, man. You do what it takes. Like I said, since I don't watch sports, people mix up thinking, not you, reality fitness, but when I'm in like my Facebook, my personal Facebook, and I'm like, hey, what's going on Sunday besides sports? You know, people think I hate sports. I don't hate sports. I just don't watch them. That's all. Nothing more. I mean, sports got its things, physical. You can use sports to be, help somebody get physically fit. I get all that. Hello, Nicer. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. I brought a couple of my own things too. I wanted to talk to you guys about too. Okay. And I just want you to, this is more of an experiment, because I want you guys to start doing this. Okay. Oh no, first of all, let me do this. Okay. Because my girlfriend was talking to me about this last night. Now I've been telling her, a lot of people have been asking me to write a book. All right. And I'm getting more and more people saying, hey, LJ, write a book, right? So this is what I must tell you guys first. Okay. In order for me to write a book, I have to have enough people that's going to buy it when I buy it to read it, right? And as you can see, my followers, I'm just about to hit 1,000, right? I need you guys' help. In order for me to produce this book for you, I'm gonna need you guys' help. I'm gonna need you guys' help to push me out there and share my videos and share my channel with enough people and your friends that will listen. I mean, I know if you share it with like 10 or 20 people, maybe one or two will respond, right? But what I want you to understand, that's not a bad thing, okay? It's with it being less of us over here on the 15% of us that are financially free, that means there's more room for growth, room to do whatever you want to do, whatever, live your dreams. You got a lot of room over here, right? So don't worry about people not responding, but I'm gonna need you guys' help to get me out there. I gotta have more, because think about it, it'd be kind of pointless for me to write a book if nobody's gonna buy it, nobody's ever gonna see it. You see what I'm saying? So the more people trust who they know, right? People buy from who they know. You got to earn people's trust first. And that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to make sure when you guys watch each and every video that you can clearly see, you can trust what I'm saying. And if you work with me as a client, I'm going to follow through what I'm telling you I'm going to do for you, you know? So Nicer, you want to build your brand first. That makes sense. Yes. Thank you, Nicer. And I was thinking about that too. People got to know who I am first. Okay. So, and second of all, I want to make sure I thank everybody for the donations. I don't care how much you sent. Thank you very much. I appreciate the donations. My Cash App link and my PayPal link is under each and every video. And you guys can go there and see the links and donate what you wish. It helps me stay out here to keep producing these videos. Okay. Right now, all I have is this. Okay. I want you guys to understand this. I'm not making I don't have another job or nothing like that. I'm doing this because I can see where it go. And I'm letting you guys know every dollar counts. Okay. It keeps me out here longer so I can just keep producing. Okay. All right. Now, remember when I'm talking, you guys, this is just a Q&A Sunday. Okay. You guys can jump in and ask any kind of personal finance question you wish, anything. Even you want to know some more stuff about me, ask me, not just questions, anything you might want to know that I might not have explained. Like, for example, many people don't know what type of financial counselor I am. I'm the person, the best way I can keep explaining, I'm the one that creates your base. I'm the one that's going to teach you how to pick the right professionals when you decide to go, when you start having money and you want to invest in real estate and your retirement and whatever, right? I teach you how to pick the right people that's going to know how to do that for you. Okay. You don't need to know about it. All you need to know how is to pick the right person. And I teach you how to do that. Okay. Yes, please hit the like button. Please hit the like if you're up in the room. Please hit that like button. Please don't forget to subscribe. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, check this out. So while we're waiting on questions, I want you guys to, I'm going to do an experiment with you guys. Okay. This is what I want you to do. It's going to be a weird one, but you'll see why I'm doing it in a second here. Let me see where I put that. 1 second here. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Okay, here we go. All right. All right. So this right here is a 15-second drive time commercial. And when you guys get a chance, I want you to just click on it and just watch it. Okay. And then I want you to come back into the room and tell me what you got from that 15-second commercial. Okay. This is going to be a very important experiment. I'm going to let you guys into my world, what it's like in a world living financially free. Okay. Debt free. Just let me know, whoever watches that commercial, come back in the room and kind of give me just like a brief overview of what you got from that commercial. What did you get out of it? Okay. I want you guys to watch that. And when you come back in, give me your idea of what it was, good, bad, what it's doing, what's the purpose of the commercial. You tell me. I want you guys to all tell me. Okay. So take your time. This is going to be a good one. You want to play along, just kind of watch it. It's only 15 seconds, watch it, and then come back and say, hey, I see they're selling cars or whatever, right? It's totally up to you, okay? Let me know. Click on that link I just put in there. Okay, so Nicer, tell me what you got from that commercial? And anybody else, if you can see that link, click on it, watch it. It's only 15 seconds, and let me know what you get what you got from that commercial, okay? I want you guys, this is going to be a very interesting experiment, okay? So click on that link, watch the 15-second commercial, and kind of come back and tell me what you got from it, okay? Okay, yes, that's for sure. For sure, nicer. For sure they're doing that. Now, I'm gonna after you guys have watched it, this what I'm gonna let you 15 seconds of welcome to that's true. All right. You guys are a little biased a little bit because you already know how I feel about financing cars. But this is important. Okay. So listen to this. All right. Okay, check it out. Now, I'm gonna say it in a way how I watch this commercial as a financially free person, speaking debt free outside the debt language, outside the debt matrix. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Why is she talking so fast? She's talking extremely fast. Why is she talking so fast? You know what the reason why that is? Because she doesn't really want you to hear her. She doesn't want the people actually watching this commercial. They don't actually want them to hear what they're saying. But since it's required by law, they go ahead and say it really fast. Okay, that's the reason why she's talking so fast. All right. Now, also in the commercial, this is how I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys see it through my eyes. Why is there a dog in this commercial? What does the dog have to do with anything in this whole commercial? Why? Why is the dog in it? It's because they're trying to distract you from what they're really trying to do. They're trying to lock you into a 72-month interest loan, 72-month long car with high interest, promising with money that you haven't even earned yet. You haven't even earned that money, and you're going to promise this loan with that money that doesn't even exist. That's why. See what I'm saying? I look at commercials totally different. Commercials. Hey, Nicole, welcome. Fred, welcome. I thought the same thing. See what I'm saying? You see what now? You see, Save Bike Life 1975. He said exactly what they meant to do in the commercial. And for those of you that are listening, he says nicer. I thought the same thing. The cute dog is to suck you in. Exactly. Just like when Nicer said they are trying to suck you into the finance of the car with the dog. And that's what they do. That's why the dog's in there. But when you're financially free, I look at commercials totally different. You know, it's like, first of all, why are you talking so fast? I know you're talking fast because you really don't want people to hear. But since it's required by law, you must say it. So they say it really fast, right? And then they distract you with all this other stuff. And the same commercial got they have some kind of machine, some fake machine that you push a button and it says something to you. It's like these commercials are made for children. You guys people don't even see, like, this is how I look at commercials now. They're insulting. Okay. And I always have to put them on mute if I'm ever watching regular TV, right? Commercials are insulting because they look like they're made for 6-year-olds. They're funny. They don't really talk about the product. They really don't even, and it's insulting, right? But when you're outside the debt matrix and it's time for you to sell, you pay attention to that. That's how they sell their product, making kid funny commercials that are saying nothing about the product. You see what I'm saying? This is obvious when you're outside the debt matrix. That's why I put that commercial up there, that link. For those of you guys coming in a room, I just set up a link there that I want you to watch that 15-second commercial, right? I want you to see what these commercials, what they're really doing to sell to you. It's funny. The Nightmare Finance Propaganda, Gabrielle, yes. This one I have not watched. Hey, exactly. I don't really watch regular TV unless I'm somewhere that it's just on, because I have a little box. I just watch all my stuff off the internet. Regular TV, I don't even pay attention, especially the news. I don't even watch the news. Not at all. It doesn't news makes absolutely no sense to me, so I don't even watch it. Fred, very good teaching tool to teach us about the debt matrix. Keep them coming, LJ. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that, man. That's why I did that link. Hey, okay, so Remember, this is Q&A Sunday, okay? Don't forget to hit them likes. Please don't forget to hit them likes. And please do not forget to subscribe. Much appreciated, okay? Let me get my stuff up here. Where's all my stuff, man? Okay. Make sure I know I have all my Cash App. Okay. Free 30-minute consultation. Okay. Right there. So now you send your date, send the date, time, and your phone number along with a brief overview of your financial situation. So when we get on the phone call, we can get straight into it. Now, this is Q&A Sunday, so you guys can ask anything of me to do with personal finances. Maybe you want to know more about me, about my finances, how I did it to get out of it, whatever. It's totally up to you because I've been in this game for a little while, so I might be skipping over some stuff sometimes. So while we're waiting, somebody had brought something up to me about like the high taxes in California. Okay. I've been seeing people on Facebook, on the news. Oh man, California's so expensive. The taxes are ridiculously high, blockety, blah, 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 right? I hear this, right? But you got to remember, I want you guys to understand that's the majority saying that. That's not the minority, I promise you. Once you understand taxes, taxes can help you build wealth as long as you understand them. Taxes can help you build wealth as long as you understand them. So I know a lot of people might be leaving out of California because the taxes are so high. That's probably because they don't understand the taxes. That's all. There's a lot. I know, like if I had to move to California, I would know the right tax person that I would need to handle all those California taxes. I'm not saying that I would know when I got there. I would know how to pick the right tax person to handle all those taxes. That's it. This is what I teach you guys. Taxes, high taxes in the area, they don't scare me. You just go and figure out, okay, tax evasion is illegal. Tax avoidance is legal. There's ways legally to where you're not going to pay. You might not be paying taxes at all. There's ways to do it, you guys. People believe the people that stand in California, it's because they're rich. And so no, that could be partly true, but I guarantee you the majority of people that stay in there, no problem, they understand how taxes work. Taxes can help you build wealth. Taxes are used to segregation. If they want people out of California that they don't want them there, they just raise the taxes and they move. See how it works? That's how it works. Okay, you guys, taxes have many purposes. Many purposes. Black America, welcome. Black America says, I am the same way too. I always say I should have gotten my stuff together when I was younger. Hey, are you still breathing, Black America? You're still breathing, right? I'm assuming this is not the ghost I'm talking to on this channel right now, right? If you are still alive, you can do anything you want. The time is now. The time is right now. Start now. Okay? James Stokes. How many people in America owe student loans and never finish? Oh man, or never finish college or their trade? I can imagine it's high, James. I can imagine it is high. I can imagine because you got to remember, a lot of people believe student loan money is free, right? And they make it seem like it's free, right? So say like you go get a student loan, they give you money enough for your classes, and then all of a sudden there's some extra. People believe that's really extra money. They're just rounding up their books to make it to say zero. So say like they gave you, they're supposed to give you 30,000 and you used up just 28,500, right? They're gonna say, oh, here's the extra 1,500. That's not extra nothing. But the people that are young, they believe it's extra, but you're about to owe them for the rest of your life if you don't pay it back. So if this is you right now and you believe you're getting extra checks, when you get that extra check, you pay it right back to that student loan, right back. You don't keep none of it. Okay. You get what you get for school. That's it. That you better work for the rest. Straight up. Joseph Brown, salute. Hello. Gabrielle. So what about living in state with low taxes? That's fine. All I'm saying, Gabrielle, live where you want to live. Don't live in a place because of low taxes. You're going to be miserable. We're going to move somewhere in South Dakota because the low taxes somewhere deep. I don't know. You know, you're not going to be happy. All you got to, Gabrielle, I promise you this. Stop worrying about the taxes. Once you're out of debt, you will see what the purpose of taxes. Taxes can help you build wealth. You got to just understand them. That's all. I promise you guys this. I promise you. I'll be giving examples. Go check out my 401k videos. Check out anything video with 401k. I explain it. That's kind of an idea. Okay. Nicer. I believe you about the tax thing. And it's probably why so many people come over here from England because of taxes. Yeah. I mean, if you understand taxes, they won't make you run. They really won't. I know, honestly, I'm going to be on the outside looking in. I'm going to just tell you guys, okay? Taxes are for the purpose of segregation. So if they want, say like they want a certain area of a value of an area to go up, all they got to do is just raise the taxes in that area, and they'll move out the people that they don't want. And the people that understand taxes and understand money, they'll move in. That's how it works. It's not really, I'm not saying anything. It's when you're outside the debt matrix, it's clear, it's crystal clear why they do the things they do. Okay. This system's been in place for years. It's not going to change. No cryptocurrency is not going to come in and knock out the dollar and all this stupid nonsense. That's not going to happen. At least not in this lifetime. It's not going to happen. They will never allow that. They wouldn't allow that. Okay. I promise you, it's going to reach, if it reaches a point to where it even looks like it's coming close to disrupting the current flow, something will change. I promise you. Okay. R. Carp. Talking about student loans, you now only have 36 months of forbearance time versus 60 months in the past. Well, RCARP, I promise you, by them doing that, they're doing you a favor. They're doing everybody a favor by doing that. Okay. I know people would love to have 5 years of forbearance. That's like 5 more years of, you're leaving the shackles on your feet and your hands for the extra 5 years. That's what now they're dropping it down to 36 and people don't like it. Oh my God, they used to give us 5 years. It's like they don't even know. They're begging to stay slaves. If you see somebody right now, RCARP, complaining about not having 60 months, having only 36 months now forbearance compared to 60 months, that's a person that doesn't want to stop being a slave. They're comfortable. Hi, Fee. She moving to Cheyenne, Wyoming. I guess, yeah, taxes will be really low there. Nicer. My husband was from South Dakota. I lived there. Don't miss South Dakota. Hey, South Dakota just seems cold. And I might be wrong. I drove through there. It just seems cold. Nicer. Tax system is hundreds of years old. They know what they're doing. Oh yeah. Once you're out, Nicer. Once you're out of the game, once you're out of the debt matrix, it's crystal clear that somebody invented this. Somebody put this in place. And it's been like this for centuries. Okay. The best way I can describe this, it doesn't matter the year, because it adopts to whatever change happens. Because the one thing that's the common denominator, the one thing that is the base is mathematics. Math will never change, no matter the generation, no matter the year, no matter the platform. None of that matters. Math will never change. Okay. Fred says, once you got out of debt, LJ, how long did it take you to save enough money to leave your IT job? About a year. About a year. I could have left way before that, because let me give you an idea, Fred. Okay. All right. So I always tell people this. So I want you guys to feel what I'm about to tell you. Okay. Feel this. Okay. Now think of your total amount of debt in your head, and think of how much it would take to write a check how much would it take to wipe out every single bit of your debt? Yes, including your student loans, and yes, including your mortgage. I mean, everything, collections, money owed to the IRS. Think of how much money would it take to make it go away, right? And somebody comes to you, writes a check and says, here, pay off every single penny of your debt. Now, imagine that feeling. Okay. How do you feel? How does that make you feel? Would that be a relief off your head? Would you just be like, could you just breathe if somebody wrote a check and paid off every single amount of your debt, right? Just think, it was just gone, right? You know what that feeling is? That feeling is having a net worth of zero. Most of you probably didn't even catch that. Oh my God, that would feel so good. All my debt was gone. Guess what? You're at a net worth of zero. They just paid off everything. It's not billions of dollars. It's getting your finances to a net worth of zero, and then you will be free. You see how I said that? You'll be free. Not millions and billions of dollars. I just described a feeling to you of a net worth of zero. See how people don't look at it that way. This is what I see on this side. This is what I teach my clients. This is what you'll see. That's why I have 3 packages. There's 3 different. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit deeper on you guys so you guys can understand the level I'm talking about. My 3rd package is not only a combination of the first 2, it's the psychological side of it once you get out of debt. And once you get to zero, I don't want you guys to think you're going to be, yes, you're going to be free, but you got to remember, you're going to be brand new to this finance world. Once you get your finances to zero, you're going to be a baby out here. You're a brand new baby in diapers of the finance world. Okay? I help you, and that means you're going to have a lot of questions that you cannot ask anybody else because the majority of people are in debt. So they're not going to understand what you're asking them. They're going to give you debt answers. They're going to speak debt back to you, and you're going to get frustrated because you're not going to know who to ask. My 3rd package includes a phone call each month for a year because you're going to have questions, financial questions, emotional questions, some things you're going to be going through because you're going to be struggling with something that I promise you, I'm telling you this because I went through it. That's why I have the 3rd package. That's for advanced people that get to zero and they understand what I'm saying. They're going to be like, oh, LJ, I see why your 3rd package is now. That's why you're doing that. Okay, got it. Exactly. But you must get out of debt first. Let's see. Save enough money to. So, he said, okay, so Fred said that. And so I said, I'm thinking of multiple things at the same time. Let me slow my brain down. My money stacked so fast, Fred. Let's just put it this way. My money stacked so fast because I didn't have debt and I lived with my sister. It stacked really fast because I was making $160,000 a year. So you can imagine how fast my money stacked during that time. So after that, it took me a year to break the conditioning, the 40-hour work week conditioning. And then I could finally feel life the way it's supposed to be without the burden of debt, if that makes sense. Okay, Gabrielle. So what about LA, San Francisco, New York? How expensive is it? I heard it's fairly expensive. But you got to remember, when people say something is expensive, they're only telling you from their vantage point, from what the financial situation they're in. When you hear money words or people speak money, you must always look at the person that's giving you that information. Okay, you gotta remember who you're hearing this stuff from. Oh, California's expensive, the taxes are high. If say like this, okay, because my girlfriend was reading somebody on Instagram, and this person was a so-called millionaire, but she was online complaining about the taxes of California, right? She was just like, oh, there's this and that, and you better believe it takes more than this and that. I'm like, if she's complaining about it, that means she's not doing it right, or she's got the wrong tax person. Because if you're making millions, there's ways to avoid all those taxes. There is. But she's got the wrong tax person, obviously, because she's online complaining about it. So she must just be paying taxes she don't even realize she don't even have to pay. And this is where I come in. Okay, if she was in front of me, this is what I would say to her. Who's your tax person? And whoever this person is, I would tell her, the first thing you need to do is pull that tax person's credit report. Pull their personal credit report. Say, hey, if you want to continue to work for me, I need to see your personal credit report, all three. Their personal credit report will tell her how this person treats their own money. Now, if they treat their own money like that, they're definitely not going to treat this person, really not going to treat her money better than their own money. See what I'm saying? Now I stop because it's reversible. It's switched back and forth, so it's hard. It's hard to put it out in words. High fee. I can live anywhere in the USA and not pay taxes. Understand tax avoidance. You can avoid taxes legally. Many people don't understand that. All you got to do, if I went to England, like Nicer said, I would have to find somebody that understood the taxes in England, and I would know how to pick that person, because I'm sure they have some kind of credit report system. It's all based on a person's personal credit report. Nicer, SD Minnesota winners are brutal. I'm sure they are. I could see them on TV. Fred, yes, it would have been a relief. Yes, it would. And Fred said, yes, it does make sense. Thank you. Norvell, how long did you stay with your sister? I moved in with her 2014, January of 2014, and I moved out this year. So this is 19. Yeah. So I moved out July of this year. So January of 14 till June, July of 19. Black America, are CDs good? I got a CD from the Navy Federal. Now, Black America, I really don't go outside of personal finances, but this is what I can tell you, okay? You got to make sure you have money to put into a CD. So this is what I always tell people, okay? This is my master mathematical formula. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt, yes, including your mortgage and your student loans, and then go savings minus debt equals how much money I have to put in a CD at Navy Federal. Okay? Savings minus debt equals how much money you have to put in a CD at Navy Federal. So you tell me, you know the answer to that question. You tell me how much you think you believe you're putting into the CD. Okay? Good morning, SR says, good morning, good morning. Nicer. People know how to make money. They don't know how to keep it. Exactly. So a person's wage, it doesn't matter. A person's job title, that means absolutely nothing to me. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. All I got to do is hear a person talk. When they talk about money, I'll know if they really know about money or not. It's really not that difficult. Joseph Brown, Minnesota winner, are long, but the MN cleans the roads. Minnesota Department of Transportation report the roads very well. They clean the roads very well. The weather never slows down. Mark, hello. What's up, LJ? Savings minus debt equals financial freedom. Exactly. Hey, Black America, I put $20 a week in my CD. I put $20 a week. Oh, that's what you're telling me. But like I said, if you add up all your savings and add up all your debt, what's that number? If that number's in the negative, Black America, you're not putting any money into any CD anywhere in the world. Okay? If you add up all your savings, add up all your debt, and says savings minus debt, and if that number's in the negative, you're not putting money in anywhere. And that's math that's saying this. I'm not saying this. I'm saying math. Math, that's what math says. Okay? It just looks like you do. It just looks like you are. You just feel like you are. Okay? That's a feeling. SR, depending on the percentage on the CD, you may be better off with a high yield savings account. Any other questions? Today is Q&A Sunday. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Free 30-minute consultation. I put up my email there. Okay, let's see. All right, got my Cash App, got my email. I appreciate all the donations. All right, Norvell, Trump is an example of someone who does tax avoidance to keep from paying hardly. Exactly. That's what he does. You're exactly right, Norvell. You're exactly right. But people believe he's a cheat, or I see these people on Facebook and I see people on Instagram. They always, oh, he doesn't pay taxes. He's filed bankruptcy before, but they don't know what they're saying when they say those things. So they don't really know. They shouldn't be saying those things out loud. They shouldn't be saying those, because they're really, by saying those out loud, they're really talking about themselves. They're saying, I don't really understand money. I really don't understand taxes. So I'm going to be mad at him because he's not paying them. See what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Any other questions? What do you, Joseph Brown, what do you charge to do a financial analysis? On my clients, I have three packages. Okay. The first one's $149. That comes with me going through your basing your finances just off your credit report, all three. And I look at it, give you advice of what you should do, what you can't do, and identify things, blah, 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 right? The second one is $399, okay? That one includes the first one, but yet it includes some things outside of just your credit report, because a lot of people have many things outside of the credit report. And that also includes a phone call, a follow-up phone call the following month after service. So if you got a service from me, if you got the $399 package today, and here we are in November, you would get a phone call that include a phone call the following month in December. Okay. And then my last one is $799. Okay. And what I did there, different from what I told you, Mark. That includes the first two, but that also includes a 30-minute phone call each and every month after that for a year. Okay. And what that includes is not only monetary questions that you will also have a lot of, you're going to be going through a lot of emotional stuff that you won't be able to talk to, because this is why. Once you see what I show you, things are going to become very, very obvious. And then you're going to go through some things like being mad at yourself for not seeing them before, because none of what I'm telling you is hidden. All right. None of this is hidden, but you just can't see it because you're blinded by debt. Once you get out of debt, once you get to zero, you're going to be for example, it took me about a year to get over the emotional part of it, from being such a smart computer engineer with a 4-year degree, making 6 figures. I couldn't see something so simple. So I went through a few things, and these are the things I will be able to talk to you about, because you will be going through them. I promise you. You just don't become financially free and then you just get here and be like, oh, okay, cool, I know everything to do. It doesn't work like that. Okay, you're a brand new baby. You're wearing diapers in this world. I promise you. Okay. All right. Nicer, you should get some Savings Minus Debt merch, like t-shirts and hoodies with a cute puppy on the logo. Exactly, Nicer. You're right. I will. But I was already thinking about t-shirts. Like what I think I'm gonna do is, like, on the front, I'm gonna have Google Savings Minus Debt, right? My slogan. And then on the back, it'll be like equals financial freedom. So right on the front, they'll see what to Google, which is hashtag savings minus debt. And I'll be the only one that pops up on that. And then when they see the back, they'll say, oh, equals financial freedom. They'll be wanting to ask questions and look it up, because when you're in a debt matrix, that wouldn't even make any sense. Even though it's self-explanatory, they won't see it. Okay. So they'll ask questions. Look, I'm kind of have an idea of where I'm going with this already. Gabrielle, if you think about then, everyone in the 1% avoid the majority of them do. Exactly, Gabrielle. Exactly. Only people in the debt matrix believe taxes are evil, but they have a purpose. Okay, they do have a purpose. They are the backbone of this entire economy. That's the best way I can describe that to you. Okay. Lottery. What's the best way to save money for someone who works a 9 to 5? I'm really bad at saving money, but I've been doing it lately. Okay, so Lottery. Again, what I do is create the base. So I can't really give you a solid answer because I don't know your financial situation. Everybody's financial situation is different. So just like I was telling who was I talking to just now? Black America, okay? Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. So whatever you're saving, whatever the amount of money you said you're saving, you take that saving from that number that you see. If that number's in the negative, you're not saving anything. You just feel like you are, okay? Feelings have no place with money. Debt doesn't care how you feel about it. You know how people call good debt, bad debt? People do that all the time. Those are feelings. How they feel about debt is irrelevant. Debt doesn't care how you feel about it. It's just debt, okay? So don't fall for the good debt, bad debt stuff. That means nothing, okay? So do that master mathematical formula, Lottery, and you tell me, what do you think you're saving, okay? It's that simple. Yes, it are. It's that simple. Joseph Brown, I emailed you. Cool. All right. I don't see it yet. Or maybe I do. Nope, I don't see it yet. It should pop up. If it don't, make sure you got let me make sure you got the right email too, because I do got two, but they both go to me. Make sure you got the right email. All right. There you go. All right, Joseph Brown, there's my email just in case, okay? Nicer, what's up? I'll rock that tea. Thank you, Nicer. Fred, I understand the feelings and money doesn't mix. Would being upset, for example, seeing an extra charge on your internet bill be considered a feeling? No, that's not a feeling. That's something that you see. You see that. And if I saw an extra charge on my bill, I don't really get upset. I just call up and say, hey, what's that? Because I didn't do it. So it's no real reason to get mad about it, right? You just go see it and go, oh, okay, I didn't do it. Let me check to see what it is. That's all. No reason to get upset about it. Just be happy that you caught it. So it's not really a feeling, an extra charge. And sometimes it could be a scam. Sometimes it could be a mistake, Fred. You just don't know until you won't know until you call. You see what I'm saying? So Norvell, you might need copyright savings minus debt. Maybe, probably so. The bigger I get, it most likely will. We'll see how it goes. But nobody can imitate me, because really, this stuff I teach you is rare. I hope you guys understand. That's what's drawing you guys to me. I mean, besides the person I am, the draw to it is how simple I'm saying this stuff, right? And some of you might even struggle, be like, damn, I know he's right, but how come I don't feel like I'm broke, right? Some of you're probably thinking just like that. I know he's right, but how come I don't feel like I'm broke, right? You don't feel like it. You got everything. You got your car, house, all that, right? Don't feel like it because you believe that you own everything you financed. You believe it. If you have a mortgage, you really believe you're the homeowner. You really believe that car is outside is yours, even though you financed it for 72 months. You believe it's yours. That's why you don't feel like you're broke. That's why. I'm telling you guys the answer. See what I'm saying, Fred? All right. Nicer. I'm staying home, not spending money. Fred, he is right. There is no imitator. There, Fred, I'm not in Fred. When I say that, I'm not even bragging. I'm saying, I'm gonna just be real with you guys, okay? Let's just go to a higher level with this. I know I have something that is you can't duplicate what I'm doing, because you first must know about what I'm doing. People in the debt matrix will think I'm crazy, so they don't know what I'm doing, so they can't duplicate something they don't know about. Did you guys just hear what I said? That's why I cannot be duplicated. You must first know what I'm doing in order to duplicate it. SR, if your savings minus debt is in the negative, you shouldn't be going into any store except the grocery store. Exactly, SR, exactly. But the majority of people don't know that. See what I'm saying? They don't know that. They continue living life like it's nothing. Hyphy, you're free to feel however you want. Math doesn't involve feeling. Exactly. How you feel about it is totally up to you. Not even Dave Ramsey, right? Now, Fred says not even Dave Ramsey. Now, let me tell you something, Fred. not Fred, but Dave is my mentor. I learned how to get out of debt from Dave Ramsey. That's where so there's nothing negative about Dave. And I'm not saying that you're saying anything about Dave, but I knew I could take what Dave Ramsey taught me and simplify it even more. Like when people get out of debt, they go, or they realize they're in debt and they go see Dave Ramsey. And it's kind of, I mean, he's big. He's a company. Dave Ramsey is a company. I know we see Dave Ramsey, but Dave Ramsey is a company too, right? It seems like it's complicated. So I bring it down even lower. So I guarantee you this, if you watch me, you watch what I teach, and then you go back to watch Dave Ramsey's videos or Chris Hogan's videos, you will understand him more. I promise you. Okay. Chiz Players. I financed a car 2 years ago for 75 months. Shaking my head. I wish I knew then what I know now. Hey, Chiz Players, all that matters is you know now. That finance car for 72 months, you must feel that pain so you never accidentally do that again. You will never actually walk on a car lot, Chiz Players, and say, hey, I want to finance that thing for 75 months. No, I don't have the money, so I'm going to promise it with money that doesn't even exist yet. I haven't even worked for it yet. But when I do work for it, it's promised to you, bank. What'd you say? Oh, I know that money doesn't exist yet. I don't care. But when it does exist, by using the time in my life, it's promised to you. That's what everybody's saying when they finance cars. That's how it works. Headband. Just lost my 2 angel pennants in the gym. I'm never buying jewelry again. Made me realize I'm wasting money on material. Exactly. You know what's so funny? Check it out. Headband. What if I told you diamonds are not really rare? That was just what if I told you that was just a sales slogan? Would you believe me? Because it's true. Diamonds are not rare. You know how they say, hey, check it out. It takes 2 months savings to, that's a slogan. They just make you believe whatever they want you to believe. I'm not knocking the jewelry stores that do that, but it's jewelry's not worth what it's worth. They just put a price on it and people just believe it. That's it. Nothing more than that. I guarantee you go buy a gold necklace out the store. Don't wear it at all. Keep it in the box. Don't even open it. I guarantee you couldn't get the same money that you purchased it in the store. Guaranteed. Nobody's going to give it to you. Because once it's out the store, people somehow believe it's not worth the price that it was in the store. Even if you took the box out and didn't even open it up, people will still not pay the full price. They won't. Nicer. Kaboom. Bombs going off. SR, if you need some new shirts, Joanne and Michael sells them for $3.99. Okay, Norvell. Oh, he's talking to Chiz Players. Okay. Damn, 2018 Chiz Players. That's what you had, a 2018 Challenger? Woof. Them things are all over the place. All kind of finance challenges rolling around here. Nicer. Oh, that's why Chiz went off on dude over the solos channel. Yeah, that was awesome right there. Headband. Ben knew that. Totally believe it. It's made from dead people's ashes, but they were gold. Never buying diamonds. Nope. Now, I'm not saying if you want to, when you have real money, Headband, and you want to go buy a gold chain or diamonds, you just buy that stuff from people in credit trouble, people that need to sell it because they've been they got in over their head financing stuff. That's all. I'm not saying be young, Headband. Enjoy your life, but do it right. All you got to do is don't be in Headband. All you got to do is this. Don't go in debt. And you buy everything with cash, half the price, and you'll live lovely, and nobody will know how you're living. They will just think you're rich, Headband. And even if you told them, hey, I'm living like this because I'm not in debt, they're still not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you because they believe debt is part of life. High-fee diamonds are so rare, but they're always available for people that want to finance them. Exactly. They're always available. They're always available. Okay. All right. Let's see here. SR, diamonds and oil are a dime a dozen. They use the scarcity tactic to get people to believe there is a shortage to ramp the price up. Exactly. That's all they do. I mean, I don't hate on any company. How I feel about a company, again, that's a feeling. Hit the likes button, people. Hit the likes. Hit the like button. Man, my throat is dry. Hit that like button, please. Please hit those likes, hit that subscribe. All right. Ghost. Is there a way to get bankruptcy off your credit if the account was discharged and you never went through it with it? Is there a way to get bankruptcy off your credit if the account was discharged? You mean you filed for bankruptcy and didn't receive it, Ghost? Is that what you're saying? Or you stopped in the middle of it, or what? Because just so you know, bankruptcy stay on your credit report for like 10 years. So just letting you know that now, 10 years. Gabrielle, what do you think when politicians say they're going to pay debt forgiveness? That's just a ploy. They'll never be able to do that. Nobody has the power to do that. Nobody has the power. The student loan debt is $1.6 trillion. Nobody has that power. Nobody. That's just a ploy to get you to, they know 44 million people, and this is just my opinion. They know 44 million people are in student loan debt. That's a lot of people, probably 45, 46 by now, right? That's $1.6 trillion. They're never going to release that many of their slaves. They need their slaves to fill those slave camps. They need people for those slave camps. And I know most of you are like, what slave camps? What are you talking about? Student loan forgiveness programs. Those are slave camps. They were for people that have given up to believe that they can pay off their student loans on their own. So they subside, they submit to the slave camps, where they tell you how much you're going to make, where you're going to work, and how long you're going to do it. And you better obey the rules, slave us. We're going to kick you out. Those are slave camps. I'd rather get, Headband says, I'd rather get gold advice. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Hey, I'm trying to help everybody feel this freedom. I really am. Financial freedom, there's nothing like it. The younger you realize, hey, Headband, the younger you realize this, the richer you're going to be. You're going to see, once you remove the noise of debt, you're going to see how easy it is to become a millionaire. You're going to see that. Okay, it's obvious how to do it. Calling it a secret was to trick the people in the debt matrix. So now the people in the debt matrix believe getting rich is a secret, but they just called it a secret to make them believe that, because it's not a secret. It's just fifth grade math. It's not a secret. Okay, Joseph Brown, exactly, SR. That what you call economic hitman. None of the numbers are accurate. Ghost. Yes, stopped in the middle of it. Oh, in the middle. Okay, in the middle of the bankruptcy. Ooh. Wow. Because once you started, they do put that stamp right on your credit report right away. I know they do that. But if you don't follow, oh, so you got into it. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You started the bankruptcy, but you didn't finish it. That's what you're saying. Oh yeah, it ain't coming off. No, just because you didn't finish it means nothing. It's going to stay on there for, I believe, 10 years. 10 years. I think is it 7 for chapter 13. Did you file it? I'm assuming the way you're describing Ghost, you filed for chapter 13. You said in the middle of it, because there is no middle in the chapter 7. It's either you get it or you don't. So I'm assuming you didn't finish the 13. And now it's on your report. It's going to stay there. It ain't going nowhere. Vape King, if you do a savings account, you will get a lot more interest online than at a local bank. I use a free Sophie hybrid account. I get paper checks. I get free paper checks, a debit card, and I think it's 1.60% or 1.6% interest. Because of just okay. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, if you want to, that's you making some money off your savings account, great. I'm not saying not do it, but I always ask anybody giving me that type of information, Vape King, and this is just not you personally. Damn, excuse me, you guys. Anybody that says things like that to me, especially financial things, Vape King, the first thing I want to know is if they're financially free. If they're speaking from a debt-free or a debt perspective, I must know that before. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying anybody that gives me financial advice. I must know who's saying that to me. Headband, I make music and I want to be a sound engineer. Tech classes are $4,000. Should I pay all my debt first and work or pursue it? Classes are January. How are you? Okay, let me see like this. Okay, how are you? I'm assuming the $4,000 you're gonna get a student loan or some kind of loan to pay for those classes. Do you know for sure by taking these classes you're gonna land whatever job I'm assuming that you're gonna get by taking those classes? Because a lot of stuff you can learn straight on YouTube. Okay, you can learn on YouTube, and people don't really care about your schooling. They just want to know if you're good or not. Damn. Damn, what's up with my throat? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had it on mute. I apologize, you guys. Okay. This is for a Vape King. I just keep small amount in my Sophie account. I keep my big money in investments and okay, and you have no debt. So I'm asking you, Vape King, do you max out your 401k and HSA at work? Thank you guys for letting me know that because I did accidentally push the mute button. Hope you guys can hear me okay now. Can you guys hear me okay now? Give me a 1 if you guys can hear me. It says I'm on. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Sean Moody. Good day, Linnell. It is smart to borrow money from line of credit to put in a 401k to whoa. What's that says? Is it smart to borrow money from a line of credit to put in my 401k to low my tax if I'm already out of debt? Sean, no, because you can't do that. You can't borrow, at least in the US, you can't borrow money from you can't borrow money from someplace else to say put it in my 401k, because here in the US your your money is taken before you even get your check. It's taken before taxes. Okay, so you can't at least do that here. You can't do that. Okay, headband. Yeah, and I've been doing that for 4 years, and I was going to see if I can find a grant. They mentioned an internship. I really just want to work in the studio alongside other engineers. Now, if you got a plan, headband, if you got a plan, I mean, don't just do it in hopes you're going to get whatever. I mean, do some research before you actually take that step. See what it's going to take. Like, say, like you went to the school and you got say, like you have this degree or whatever you're trying to get to right now. What is your next steps after you get this degree? Do you know you're going to see somebody? Did somebody say, hey, Fred, I'm going to hire you as long as you get this degree? Or somebody, you already got somebody lined up, whatever? You know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan, okay? Just don't do like everybody else. Just go into the debt matrix and go in debt thinking school is gonna get their wages up. That's not true, okay? You still got to put in some work, okay? No, I'm retired. I have an IRA account. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can't really take advantage of any type of pre-tax pre-tax stuff. So Vape King, you're out of debt. So whatever you're doing is based on real money. And I want people to see how I'm responding to Vape King. He's doing the right things, investing. Am I a professional? This is where I would okay, Vape King, this is what I tell you. When you're out of debt, your credit report, your personal credit report looks a certain way. Okay. And I don't know if you ever paid attention to this, but your credit report looks a certain way. So when it's time for you to go invest in whatever you're going to invest, if it's a person, I want you to say to yourself, I need to see your personal credit report first before I work with you. Because you will know his personal credit report will tell you, Vape King, if he's investing your money from a debt perspective or from a debt-free perspective. Because I promise you, if he doesn't treat his own money with respect, he's not going to treat your money with any better respect. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I promise you. So just do that, okay? What's up, some dude? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? Nicer. I'm going to drop a link for a bitter root you can order online that will help your throat. Okay, cool. Thank you. I know, because, man, it is scratchy today. I don't know if it's because of this weather in SC. I hope I ain't coming down with something, because this weather in South Carolina right now ain't no joke. It's just rainy and cold right now, but I know it's temporary. So, and thank you, by the way, Nicer. Gabrielle, what's your thoughts on wealth tax? I don't really think about it because I'm not wealthy. So, so I don't really think about like this, Gabrielle. This is how I think when it comes to taxes. This is how I think when it comes to taxes. When I make a certain amount, I'm in a particular tax bracket. I only learn what I need to know in my own tax bracket. I don't really go outside. Once I start making more money and move up into the tax brackets, I will understand what I need to do in that tax bracket. But anything that's beyond me right now financially, I don't bother, because it really has nothing to do with me, because I don't have that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need to know the whole tax structure. You just need to know your part. That's it. Wild Tiger, does the credit report trump the credit score when applying for an apartment? Wild Tiger, it counts on who's looking at your credit report. If they know, say for example, say like I worked at this apartment complex that you were coming in as a debt-free man, and if you walked in with a 600 credit score and no debt, I would treat you accordingly, because I know you have money because you have no debt, right? And I know you probably have your low score is probably because of past debt. So I will see. This is how I look at yours. I will see that you got a low credit score, right? But the credit scores are just indicators. They don't mean anything really. They just mean if you pay your debt back, pay the bank's money back on time, or you don't. Okay, that's it, right? And then I would look at your thing, and I would look at your credit report, and I would see that, yeah, you had bad some previous mess ups on some payments or whatever, but they're paid, and you don't owe anybody. I would know for a fact that you're going to have enough money to pay the rent here, so I would approve you. I'd probably ask for a little higher deposit, but that's about it. That's how I would look at it personally. All right, SR. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. All up on my bugs. This thing is moving fast. Let's see. SR, my apartment complex made it a little difficult to get the apartment with bad score, but we did end up getting it with a higher deposit. Exactly, right? And say like this, say like you get out of debt, right? And you start stacking your money. Your money's gonna stack really fast, right? But your credit score is not gonna really go up yet, right? I guarantee you, if you walk into that apartment complex talking about, hey, I'll pay the first 6 months up front, I guarantee you would have less trouble. Okay. Because they would see you had no debt, low credit score, but you're willing to pay the 6 months in advance. Oh, they're gonna welcome you. I promise you. and just like Hyphy said, depends on the landlord. Both come into hand. They do. It does depend on the landlord. It does, for sure. SR, usually they will deny or ask for more money. Exactly. Hyphy, some landlords some landlords care mostly about rental history. Yeah, you're right about that, Hyphy. They are definitely looking for that. If this is you and you got bad history, in apartments, I don't really care. I'm not going to really care about your credit score, your deposit, how much money you make. You've been tearing up apartments in the past. I'm not going to let you move into mine. Sorry, that's not going to happen. Headband. Okay, I'll plot on it. Find myself feeling like I need to have a certification or a sheet of paper so my parents don't feel like I'm wasting my life. I know I got to get, yeah, that's headband. That's conditioning. Okay. That's the society. It's not just your parents. It's society. Society makes you feel like you ain't nothing without a college degree. You ain't nothing if you don't have a high credit score. That don't mean nothing. Like Google and Apple, they're hiring people with no college degrees. They understand that college degrees are really not necessary in this day and age when you can learn anything you want to learn online. Now, mind you, if you're going to be a doctor, yeah, you got to go to college. I'm not going to let you work on me if you ain't went to college. Oh yeah, I'm a surgeon. Did you go to college? No, I just learned from the internet. No, you're gonna, that takes school. There's certain jobs that take school. Lawyer, pharmacist, chiropractor. Those take school. But a lot of these money makers out here, you can make a lot of money with no college degree. Don't let that fool you. Okay. Fred, LJ, could you explain how learning from the banks and other corporations can help a person once out of the debt matrix? You see, Fred, you see how they sell. Okay. Especially the banks. You got the banks, they don't involve their feelings in the stuff. Okay. They just see what is. And I'm not a banker. This is just my opinion. And this is what I say. I see the banks only running banks mathematically. They know not to involve their feelings. People take what banks do personally, and that's you're messing up, because how you feel about how they're doing their business is irrelevant. If you understood why they do the things they do, you would respect it, right? So when I say do it like the banks, like, for example, say like somebody's telling you how to invest. You see a person, you're looking to learn how to make a lot of money, right? And you come across a person that looks the part. They got a nice suit, they got a nice house, they got a nice car. So you kind of figure like, oh, they must have their stuff together. Look at them, right? But if that same person went into the bank with a nice suit, watch, house, whatever, car, right? You think they can walk into the bank and say, hey, bank, I want a loan, but I want to skip the credit approval process. You see the way I look? You see my car outside? You see my house? You see what I got? I'm good for it. The bank doesn't care about any of that stuff. They're going to be like, we know that's depreciating stuff. And if you don't own it, it doesn't matter. Let's see your credit report. That's how you got to be like the bank. That's all. Take your feelings out of it. Okay, Wild Tiger. I've been couch surfing for 5 years. Haven't rented this whole time. Just wanted to get, yeah. And that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna Wild Tiger with no debt, a low credit score, and you got some money. Nobody's gonna turn you down. As long as you don't got just like what Hyphy said earlier. As long as you ain't been tearing up apartments in your past, I believe you don't have you. They'll just charge you some extra probably deposit. That's it, and it's not a big deal. You're gonna get it back. You got the money. They're just holding on to it, and then when you respect the apartment, clean it up as you left it, you're going to get all that money back. It's not a big deal. Gabrielle, as of right now, I'm unemployed. Okay, that's cool. I mean, okay, like this. All right, Gabrielle, I'm going to give you some advice, okay? And I'm going to give you a scenario. All right, say like right now you're unemployed and you had $150,000 in debt, okay? You had $150,000 in debt right now, and you're unemployed. Right now, right this very moment would be the perfect time for you to go and file Chapter 7. Right now would be the perfect time. Now, the only reason why I'm telling you this, because you're in my channel right now, listening to the way I speak about money. Right now, Chapter 7 would put you at 0. So when you get your job, you stay above 0. Bankruptcy, people in the debt matrix think bankruptcy is for losers. No, it's there for a reason. It's a tool. Long as you use it right, you can use the tool. So the government has placed this tool there, not to be abused, but to be used as a tool. So if you're like that right now, chapter 7 is your friend. I'm not saying now if you're $20,000 in debt, don't put a chapter 7 on your thing. But if you got enough debt, it's going to take you at least 10 years to get out of debt, and you get approved for chapter 7, get a chapter 7. Go to a lawyer and say, hey, this is my situation. Especially if you ain't got a job, you're pretty much going to be guaranteed to get a chapter 7 if you ain't got a job. Pretty much guaranteed. Okay. Rants, SR, Rants always hiring. I'm not sure what rants are. SR, never too late to the game as long as you're in and start playing. Exactly. It's never too late. Never too late. As long as you're breathing. If you are breathing, it's never too late. Free 30-minute consultation. Okay. Email me a date, time, and your phone number, and a brief overview of your financial situation. You don't have to get too deep, just a little bit. Just like, hey, I got a few bills here, this and that, blah, blah. And then that way, when we get on the phone, I can get straight into the consultation. Okay. We can just get straight into it. All right. Don't forget to hit the likes, hit them likes up. Thank you for the donations, for the Cash App donations and the PayPal donations. Every little bit helps me to keep me going here at this channel, because I'm not rich, okay? I'm just financially free. My finances are above zero. I am not rich. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys understand. I am not rich. I am financially free. So when people ask me, hey, Lynell, what's your net worth? All I say is my finances are in the black. That's all you need to know. And if your finances are in the black, you're ahead of 85% of the people in the U.S. whose finances are not. Okay? Thank you, Gabrielle. I'm glad you get it. And you know what, Gabrielle, I want to make sure I'm explaining it right too, just to make sure that you get it, because it's very important. Like right now, I know it seems like, because I was there in 2008, I lost everything, lost my house when the crash happened. That was bad. But at that time, I didn't realize that chapter 7 was a good thing. I didn't realize chapter 7 was a good thing, because I was still in the debt matrix mentality. I was still there. Even though I got chapter 7, I only got it because I had no job, right? Because there's a means test in every state. They determine if you're approved for chapter 7 or not, because if you make too much money, they say, no, you got to get on chapter 13. But I realized how chapter 7 is an actual blessing if you can get it. Now, at the same time, you got to remember, when you don't know, if you're in a debt matrix, people, and you tell somebody you got a chapter 7, they're gonna think you're broke, you're a loser with money. That's debt speak. Okay, don't worry about that. Chapter 7 is a blessing. It can free you as long as you respect what it's doing for you. Not just say, oh, I got chapter 7, cool, and then you go out and do the same habits, get in a bunch of debt, and say, oh, don't worry about it, I can do another chapter 7. No, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Any other questions out here? Any other questions? I am the type of financial advisor that you see before going to see the professionals. Okay. Before you see the professionals, you come see me. Okay. I create the base foundation for you. I create to say, this is how you're going to know. The best way I can describe to you, okay? The best way you know, their credit report better look like your credit report. Once you're financially free, your credit report looks a certain way. Go see mine. Go take a look at mine on Facebook, Debt Ain't My Daddy. Facebook Debt Ain't My Daddy. One word. Debt Ain't My Daddy. Go check it out. This is how your credit report will look. Once I help you, yours will look exactly the same way, but slightly different, but it's generally all the same. Now, anybody you choose to work with your money, their personal credit report better look the exact same way. It better look the exact same way, else I'm not working with them. It's not. I don't care if they understand. It doesn't matter if they get it or not. It doesn't matter. Those are feelings. How they feel about it is irrelevant. Okay? Nicer. Yeah, people who only know the debt language, they won't get math. Yeah, they won't get math. They only speak debt. This is how, like Nicer, for example, this is how I know this is what I'm supposed to do for a living. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. This is how I know, because I'm speaking a certain language that seems so obvious, but the majority of the people in the US can't even hear me. That's how I knew I was onto something. That's how I knew. I was like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me, like, here's an example, okay? Somebody had invited me into another room that they were talking about debt, okay? So it wasn't a big, but I'm gonna give you guys a couple examples, okay? I shouldn't have went in there because they had too many people on the panel and everybody was just talking at the same time. But there was this guy in there, right? He said he had $400,000 in debt, but it was wrapped up in some apartments or condos or something like that, right? And but he said that was cool because he was making X amount of profit off of it. And I was like, what? This guy just came in the room and said and told everybody that he's $400,000 in debt, but he don't believe it. He just said he's $400,000 in debt, but since he's making a profit, he don't believe he's in debt. I was like, okay. So I jumped up on the panel. I was like, hey, who was the guy that was talking about the 400,000 in debt? He was like, oh, that's me. I said, okay, let me ask you something, okay? And I only want you to agree with me if I do it, right? I said savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. But since you told me you're $400,000, I'm assuming savings minus debt, your finances are in the negative, right? He go, yeah, you're right. Then I said, how come you don't believe you're in debt? That doesn't make any sense to me. He was telling me he was in debt, but still trying to convince me that he wasn't, even though he was the one that told me he was in debt. And trust me, I know why he doesn't know what he's saying, because he's speaking debt. He doesn't know he's speaking debt. And here I am, check it out. Here I am showing him with math that he's in debt, and he still didn't believe me. That's how I know this is my passion. This is my thing I was put here on earth to do. Well, part of it, I don't know if it's the full scale. Nobody knows that, but I know this is the right direction. Any other questions? Vape King, the ultra rich don't want us to get it. That's the problem. We have to learn to think like the financial free. Now, let me tell you, okay, Vape King, that's a feeling. That's how you feel the ultra rich. You believe the ultra rich feel like they don't want to tell you something, right? That's not true. It's just math. The ultra rich are not doing anything fancy. They just know something that you don't. That's it. They're not above you. Financially, they have more to you because they speak the language of debt free. So once you're out of debt, see, yeah, I'm glad. Okay, Vape King. And sincerely want you. The reason why I'm saying this to you, because I sincerely want you to just hear me, okay? When you say things like that, I want you to catch yourself. When you hear or say things, hey, they don't want us to do this. And think to yourself, is that a feeling I'm thinking? Because I don't really know, right? I'm just going by what everybody else is saying, right? That's a feeling. That's not true. They're not doing anything spectacular. They just know something you don't know. And it's just fifth grade math. That's it. That's how when you're rich, you have the money to hire the right people that know the tax system, know the retirement system, know how to do this. That's all. And you know how to, and especially if you're rich and you really know about money, you know how to pick the right people. Can you imagine? Check it out, Vape King. Check this out. I can only imagine if I was a tax person that did taxes, but I'm a financially free tax person and taxes are my passion and I have no debt. Do you know how frustrating it must be to be able to attract your customers to me, if I was that tax person, explaining how I'm different than most other tax people? That's got to be the most frustrating thing ever for somebody like that to explain that to somebody. Hey, don't go to that person. I can teach you the right way about taxes. I could teach you about phantom income. Here, do this and that, and then you'll save more than it's just a whole different game. But you must be financially free to even see that. Yeah, hyphy, the guy that goes around bragging about his net worth. There's absolutely no reason to do that. People that, I'm not going to say everybody, I'm going to just say the majority. I mean, imagine yourself being rich, okay? Say like you're financially free and you're rich. What would be the purpose of you going around bragging about your net worth? Why would you do that? So somebody can rob you? I mean, what's the purpose of it? It's no purpose unless there are people out there that have the same, check it out. There's people out there that have the same knowledge as me, but they know how to use it. Some probably use it for good. Somebody probably use it for bad and manipulate other people. But I could see how easy it is to manipulate people in the debt matrix that don't know, because the people in the debt matrix believe it's some kind of thing that's going to help them out of this, that they're going to win the lottery. They're going to somehow come across this awesome job that's going to pay ridiculous amount of money, whatever. It's some kind of thing out there when it's only you. You are the one that can make yourself rich. You, not some outside entity, not some insurance plan or whatever, some vehicle that you're going to use to build. I mean, people will be saying some of the craziest stuff. Like that last meeting, there's this guy popping up there talking about, hey, this is the secret to wealth, man. You use this insurance, and this insurance vehicle is going to, I just want to go, hey, wait a minute. Let me see something. Instead of I just want to go like this. I didn't say it to him, but I said, let me get this straight. Instead of using my own money that I work for my job, you're telling me that if I spend money on this thing is going to help me build wealth. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. No, that doesn't make any sense. That makes absolutely no sense. CNTS, nothing. When he's talking like that, the first thing I want to see is his personal credit report. If he starts talking like that, let me see your personal credit report, because it's going to tell me why you're talking like that. Any other questions? This is Q&A Sunday. Q&A Sunday, where I answer any and all personal financial questions mathematically. Okay? Any other questions? Man, I guess Super Bowl Sunday has really taken up this spot, this 1 o'clock spot. I might have to, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. Next Sunday, I'm gonna come on a little earlier. Okay, I'm gonna just see, because it seemed like morning time is my slots. It really works with a lot of people in the morning. Thank you, Nicer. I appreciate it. Nicer says, good topics covered. Thanks, LJ. You rock. Thank you. I'm trying to answer as many questions as I can. Any other questions while I'm on here? We're going to cut this off in an hour and 30. All right. The Architect. Just want to give you a shout out. I caught you on Solo TV interview. I'm little by little going through your vids. I appreciate that, Architect, man. Thank you for telling me that you came over from Solo TV 84. It's much appreciated. I love it when people tell me that. And start binge watching my videos. That's amazing right there. When I hear people say that, hey, LJ, well, I've been binge watching your videos, I'll be like, man, that alone is amazing just to hear that. Okay, Fred says 10:30, 11 a.m. is a good time for you. You know what? You're right, Fred. It's been that time slot right there has been working for me. That has been working. So I'm gonna do that with Sundays too. Next Sunday, I'm gonna come on at the same time I normally do during the week. Wild Tiger, hope you get to that 1,000 subscribers and beyond, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. And let me tell you guys something. You know what? The first 100 subscribers, that's the hardest to get. I ain't gonna front. If you guys are trying to build your own channel, you will see that the first 100 subscribers are hard to get. And then when I first saw that requirement of 1,000 users, because it's not just 1,000 users, people. Okay, in order for you to get YouTube advertisement, you got to get 1,000 subscribers, and you got to have 4,000 watched hours of some of the people coming into your channel and watch a total of 4,000 watched hours during a 1-year time span through 12-month time. So in a year, to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours before you can get advertisement across your channel. Crazy. But I love it that they put those kind of limits. I really do. Vape King, you did great on Solo Show. I think you're giving people good info. Appreciate that, Vape King, man. I'm looking, reach out. If you guys are constant, continuing followers of Solo, man, tell them you want me to get on the show one more time, man. Let's put some pressure on them. because I really want to get back on the show. I'm gonna reach out to him anyway and tell him people from his channel been coming over here. And if you guys want me to do another interview on this channel, please tell him. Let me know. I'll push the fact. And again, for those of you guys coming in the room right now, a lot of people have been asking me about writing a book. And this is what I'm saying. I need your help. And if you guys want me to write this book, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need you guys to share who I am to many people as possible as you can. Because if I write the book, I'm going to need it to sell. I got to sell it to somebody that's going to read it. And I barely got 1,000 subscribers. So I'm not going to really be selling too many books. So right now, I'm going to need you guys' help. And plus, at the same time, I'm building trust. Okay, trust. Unless people can trust me, they're not going to buy anything from me. So I'm building trust. It takes trust. Okay. Okay. Wild Tiger, I have a lot of your videos on my watch later list. Just keep it up. Thank you, Wild Tiger. Appreciate it. Nice, sir. Yeah, I've been considering creating my own content and uploading to YouTube. Yep. And like I said, Nicer, sorry, guys. Try to do it with passion, because people will see it and then they will start to trust you. And then the money comes. Then it just comes. What did it put the link? If anybody has the link, can you post that link to that solo show in there? That'd appreciate it. Fred wants to check it out. Yeah, Solo TV 84 is his channel, Fred. Solo TV 84. Derek, can I get a conventional loan on a foreclosure? You should be able to. Yeah, I don't see why not. You'll get it. I mean, it's on a foreclosure. You're going to be getting it at a way cheaper price as long as you meet the requirements of the conventional loan. Yes. Yeah. You only check it out, Derek. When it comes to mortgages, you figure out which one is the best one on the market, and that's the one you get. Period. You don't accept anything less than that. Okay. You find out which conventional mortgage is the best on the market. Say like 2019, you're going to buy one this year. Whatever the best conventional mortgage is on the market, that's the one you get. Nothing less. Consider everything less than that subprime, okay? Don't get anything less. And hopefully it's a 15-year or 10-year fixed, okay? Any other questions? Please don't forget to hit that like button. Hit that like. Hit that like, okay? Free 30-minute consultation. Here's my link for donations for my PayPal, just in case you guys have a PayPal. And these help me out. These help me keep my channel going because I'm not rich. Okay, I wanted to let you guys know that right up front. I'm not rich. So these donations help me keep this going. Okay, they really do. And I thank you guys all for the donations. I much appreciate it. Quentin, the best feeling in the world is not having debt. My fuel pump just went out on my Yukon Denali. Not worrying about it because I have the cash to fix it. Exactly. Isn't that wonderful, Quentin? Don't even. It's not like your fuel pump on your, and those are easy to work on too, because I got a GMC truck too, right? Once you replace it, and Quentin, when you get a fuel pump, get a quality fuel pump. Don't get a cheap one. Don't go cheap. Get a quality one. So when you put it in, you won't have to look at it for probably another 100,000 miles or however long you keep your. Don't even go cheap. Look for the different types of fuel pumps, why the varying prices, and get the best. Get the middle one. Don't get the cheap one. Okay. You want to get something that lasts. Like Quentin, when I order my parts for my truck, I always get AC Delco parts off of Amazon. Only AC Delco. They have always worked for me. I'm gonna continue to do it. Only AC Delco. Just like Hyphy said, get online. I buy everything from Amazon. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please, please, please. Thank you. Thank you. The Architect, you're doing a good thing, Mr. Young. We need more men like yourself showing other men how to be better men. School these men. Oh, okay. School these young men and old. I'm subbed and not too old to learn something new myself. Thank you very much, the architect. I appreciate that very much. Really do. I am trying to. You know what's so crazy? Hey, architect, I'm reaching the late 20s, early 30s. I'm catching them right there because at that age they believe they should be having something. They should be having kids and a white picket fence and a house and 2-point cars and a dog. They believe all that stuff in the debt matrix. I'm catching them now. So if I catch them now, they'll be rich, open their eyes, and then they could take advantage of the 30s. Because 30s is prime time. That's like prime money making years right there. Late 20s, 30s, that's prime money making time. If I can get those guys to come in financially free, debt free at these years, oh, they're gonna kill the game. But they got to see it first. They have to see it. Thank you, Nicer. Mark, great show as always. Appreciate that, Mark. Hyphy, I'm gonna email you about a future stream. Okay, cool. Thank you, Hyphy. I appreciate it. I get a lot. I'm starting to get a lot of ideas from you guys. You guys, I appreciate your suggestions, pointing me in the right direction. What I need to do to serve you guys or help deliver my message better. You guys help me, so I'm just sucking all this stuff in. Okay, architect. I'm 41 and started 2 years ago. It's never too late. Exactly, architect. I woke up at 40, 41. I woke up there. So you woke up around the same age I did. I can't remember if I was 40 or 41, but I know it's my early 40s. I woke up. So it's never too late. Especially like you saying it now. Think about it this way, architect. You got a good solid 10 years, 8 years, and then in your 50s, you can just kill it. You kill it, you're going to know everything. Wild Tiger, I have a collection company calling me about $4,000 credit card debt. I know not to give them my bank information. Would it be smart to make $100 monthly payment until I get financially stable? It's already in collections. This is what I suggest, Wild Tiger. It's already in collections, so it's not going to do anything bad. I would say wait till you save up to about $2,000 and then call them up. Don't make no payments. Don't do that. Okay. But save up about $2,000 and call them and say, hey, I got $2,000. Do you want it? I got $2,000. We can settle this debt right now. Do you want it? And if they agree, make sure you get it in writing that they agreed to settle the debt for $2,000 to make sure it's marked as paid in full on each and every one of your credit reports that they probably requesting that collection is on. You're gonna make sure they say contact all 3 credit bureaus saying this debt is paid in full, and then they get the money. Make sure that's in writing, because they didn't pay, even though it's a $4,000 debt, they didn't pay $4,000 for it. I promise you. Okay. Just like Hyphy said, get it in writing, Wild Tiger. Make sure, save up the money. Don't contact them unless you got some money. Okay. Just ignore them. Put them on block. If you want to talk to them, you can. Just let them know I ain't running from you. I'll just call you when I have the money. It's totally up to you. You don't have to and then when you get the money, you call them up and tell them that I got $2,000. Do you want it? If not, you say it just like this, Wild Tiger. I got $2,000. Do you want it? This is going to settle the debt. If not, I'm going to go down to the next person on my list and see if they want it. They're not going to let that money go. Okay. They're not, because I'm assuming those debt collectors, they probably get commissions on the debt that they collect. I'm sure that's why they're so aggressive. They're probably in debt them damn selves. Any other questions? Please don't forget free 30-minute consultations, you guys. Okay, free 30. All you got to do is email me. Let me know a date and time. Give me your phone number so when I call, we can get straight into it. And I will tell you which one of my plans would work best for you, because trust me, everybody's is different. Yeah, they probably would, Hyphy. They probably would take, Hyphy says they'll probably take even $1,600, $1,800. They probably would. As long as you got the money first, Wild Tiger. Wild Tiger says, okay, I will just get the $2,000 saved up first. Thanks very much, you guys. Only talk to them when you have money. Eric, due paid for deleting. Derek, due paid. I'm not sure what you're saying, Derek. You're welcome, man. You're welcome, Wild Tiger. Any other questions? You guys coming in the room, hit that like button if you like the information. Today, if you're just coming in, just like I said just a minute ago, repeating myself again, this is just a Q&A Sunday. This is where you can come in and ask any question of me, personal finance related, okay? Anything you might have heard. Maybe you heard something on the news that doesn't make sense financially, or maybe something's going on in your life right now and it doesn't make financial sense, but you're paying out of pocket and don't realize and don't understand why you're doing it. Okay, I can answer all those questions. Hyphy, call them. Hyphy says, call them when you have 1,400. If they don't take 1,400, try when you have 1,600. Yeah, you can play with them. You know, I'm just trying to just like pay half price and get it done. Just another problem out of my life. Okay. Because I don't have nobody calling me. I don't have stuff in my mailbox. I don't have stuff like that. So any other questions? Any other finance questions? Anything you might have heard out in work, out in the streets? How do you tell? I mean, you guys can ask questions. How do you tell if somebody's not rich? They just look rich. How do you tell, Linnell? What do you do? What do you ask? All those questions, because right now, if you're in debt, it's hard to tell between the rich and the people that are pretending to be rich. I can tell you how to do that without them even knowing why are you even asking these particular questions. They won't know why you're asking, and then that'll tell you if they really have money or not. It's really that simple. Hey, Wild Tiger, I saw that the new Razr phone is $1,500, and check it out. You know why they do that? They do that on purpose. You know why? Because most people in the US don't have $1,500, but they still want that phone. So guess what? They're going to finance it. See what I'm saying? That's why they price these phones the way they do, because people don't have the money to buy them. It forces them to finance, or at least they think it forces them to finance. Derek F says, with collections, you can do paid for deleting. You send them $2,000 with an agreement. It will delete off your report. That sounds funny to me, Derek. I'm telling you right now, Derek, that sounds like something's not right. That doesn't make any sense to me, Derek. Pay somebody to delete something off of your credit report. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Why would I do that? That's my question. I mean, like, why would I pay somebody to do that? That doesn't make sense to me. But if they're doing what I think they're doing, it's just a business. I get it. I'm not knocking what they do. I just know it doesn't make sense to people that understand money. That doesn't make sense. CNTS. But I'm sure it makes sense to them. See what I'm saying? Quentin, what's your thoughts on people that play the lottery 7 days a week? I know some people do that. They're in the debt matrix. Those people that play the lottery 7 days a week, they believe that's their ticket to freedom, to financial freedom, winning the lottery, when it's not. It's not. Check this out, Quentin. Check this out. If somebody, and this might be not saying you, but I'm just saying to the general people I'm answering Quentin's question. Wealth rich is a mindset. So check this out. If somebody had $100,000 in student loan debt, right? And they played the lottery and won $100,000, I guarantee you they would not pay off their student loan. Guaranteed they wouldn't do it. Guaranteed they wouldn't do it. Let me say that again. This is why, because it's a mindset. If somebody had $100,000 in student loan debt and they won the lottery and won $100,000, they wouldn't take that money and pay off their student loan debt. They would not do that. You know what they would do? Oh, I'm going to give me a car. I'm going to put it down on a house, because they believe that money is real when math says they're finally at zero. But people in debt can't see that. So they're just dreaming, Quentin, that the lottery, that's free. Think about it, Quentin. That's free. That's free money. They're giving the state money in hopes of a dream. Here, I know the odds are 15 quadruple billion to 1 that I'm going to win, but you know what? I still believe in it. Here, take my money. That's it. Hyphy, pay someone to write an email debt verification letter. Yeah, you can do that. Nicer. I tried posting solo TV interview link in here. It's not showing up. Try to post this. Derek F. No, I had a Verizon bill in collections. Sent the collections people a letter saying I will pay if they delete the account. Oh, I see what you're saying. Delete the account from my reports. They agreed. I paid with the check and was gone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's different, Derek. If you're paying the people that you owe money to and they say, hey, if I give you the money, would you get that off my record? Of course, they're going to agree with that. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying something totally different. I thought you was paying some separate company that was going into your credit report and deleting stuff. Okay. But if you're talking to the debt owner themselves, yeah, they have the power to remove it. Okay. Yeah, that's true. All right. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Hyphy. Okay, let me get that solo TV link just a second so you guys, okay? 1 second here. Man, my computer be going slow when I'm doing a live, boy. Solo. Okay, here we go. They got it locked down. Only the moderator can post a link, huh? Okay, where am I at? Where am I at on your channel, Solo? Where am I at on your channel, Solo? Oh, there I go. Okay, here we go. I wasn't anybody without good credit. Sorry. There we go. Listen to myself. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can post that there. All right, so that should take you there. Let me see. Cancel. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right, you guys got it. That's the link. All right. You have to be a moderator, post a link of spamming. Okay, that's kind of cool that they have that in there like that. Fortunately, these topics don't bring troll traffic. I know, right? These kind of topics, people don't really. And again, Hyphy, check it out, man. I think it's a good thing that it doesn't attract a whole bunch of people. Like, just the topics that are. I don't even know which ones to pick. It's so many topics that people just love to talk about that really mean nothing. They really don't mean anything. Somebody else's life, why this other person did something with their life, their boyfriend over here, they broke up. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. But whatever. All right. Any other questions? This is Q&A Sunday. Next Sunday, I'm gonna have it on a little earlier. I'm gonna bring it on probably about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Lottery, LJ, I won 100K in the Massachusetts lottery. They gave me a check for 65. The worst mistake I made was I was giving friends and family money. They almost destroyed me. Thank God I found your channel. Check it out, lottery. Check it out, man. You win money. You can't tell anybody. You can't tell the people in the debt matrix that if you came and told me, I'd be like, okay, lottery, this is what you do with that money. People in the debt matrix, they hear you win money, all of a sudden they feel like they are entitled to some of that money for some reason because they're broke. They don't know that, and I thank you for finding my channel. I thank you for telling me that you're happy that you found my channel, because that means it's clicking with you. You're understanding. That's a no-no. But when you're financially free, lottery, check it out. When you're financially free and say like this, if you were financially free and you where I'm at today, especially my mindset, and you won $100,000 and you told people, you wouldn't care, because if they came to ask you, this is how I would do it. No. Hey, we heard you won the money. That's true. Yeah, I did. Sure did. What do you want? Can we borrow some? No. You're not going to pay me back. So no, these are things I would say. I kid you not, lottery. I don't care if it's my family. I don't care if it was my sons. The answer is no. Why I'm going to give away some money that they're going to disrespect it. Half of them probably not even, hey, check it out, lottery. Half of them probably never even paid you back. Now you got a problem with them, right? Now there's some anger there because this person owes you some money and they're not paying you back, right? It's problems. I'm gonna save all. Be mad at me because I said no. That's cool. I don't care if you be mad at me because I said no. Great. You don't owe me nothing. I don't owe you nothing. But when you win some money, you can't tell nobody. You cannot tell anybody. That's a horror. And I know what you're saying when you say that. It's a horrible mistake, man. Because in their mind, first of all, they don't realize that you didn't get the whole $100,000. That's 100,000 minus taxes, and then you get whatever the taxes taken out, right? But in their mind, they think you got 100 grand because it's not their money. They don't understand how the tax system works. They don't understand any of that. That's why. So I hope you didn't give it. I hope you didn't give it all away, lottery, man. You gotta remember, even your name, lottery guru. I'm like, why are you advertising that, lottery? Why are you advertising that you won lottery money? You got to stop doing that. Don't do that. The people in the debt matrix will come out the woodwork on you. I promise you. Any other questions? Any other questions? Any other questions? Reality of fitness. Unfortunately, nor do they care how much you actually receive. Exactly. The reality of fitness is exactly right, lottery. They don't care. They just want whatever they can get from you. I promise you, when you get outside the debt matrix, you will have no problem saying no. If they want to know why, you just say it. Because I don't believe you'll pay me back. That's why I'm not going to let you borrow it, because you're not going to pay me back. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We won't have to worry about that because I'm not going to let you borrow it. So stop asking me. And sooner or later, they won't. Lottery, I promise you, they won't. Nobody asks me for money. They don't ask me for money because they know the answer. You just, oh, I'm in trouble. What you doing? Oh man, I'm late on my car payment. Give the car back. That means you can't afford it. Give the car back. Oh man, hey, that's your problem. I'm not going to help you in that problem. Nicole Smith, I sent a family member money 2 weeks ago. She hasn't paid me back yet, but begged and promised to pay me back when she needed the money. Exactly, Nicole. You're going to stop doing that. Now, if you're in debt, Nicole, this is what you got to do to help you prevent yourself from loaning somebody because of feelings. Add up all your savings, add up all your debt, get your exact debt number, the exact amount of debt you're in, Nicole. Because once you know, Nicole, you will never forget it. So when somebody asks you to borrow some money, you'll look at them and say no easily, because you know you don't have any money. If you give away the $5, that's going to be $5 more that you're going to be in debt. So you might as well, like for example, the $5 that you give away, you add that $5 to $5 of your debt, because the interest is going to keep stacking up, because you could have paid off $5 worth of that loan, which would mean less interest. You see what I'm saying? But when you give it away, you're saying, I'm cool with that because I know I'm not going to even get interest back, probably not even get the money back, but you're still losing on your debt. See what I'm saying? Now, when you're out of debt, Nicole, and you want to give somebody some money, that's what you tell them. You say like this. The person that always asks you for money, you say, hey, I'm going to loan you. And I'm going to just give you an example. I'm going to loan you this $20, and you put that on video. Bring out your phone. I'm going to give you this $20. If I give you this $20, you are never to ask me for money again, ever. Do you want this $20? And then they're going to say yes. Make sure you record it on your phone, because people that borrow money always tend to forget that they borrowed money from you. I have no idea why they think that, but you put it on the phone, and then next time they come up, hey man, can I get that 20? Hey man, push play, forward the video to them. The answer is no. Don't ask me. Okay? Those are feelings, Nicole. You got to get your feelings out of your money. Haven't paid you back. Now there's a problem, Nicole. There's some tension. Christmas dinner is going to be very awkward now. Okay, Thanksgiving is going to be very awkward sitting across from somebody that owe you money. Okay, that's going to be very awkward, especially if they walk in with something new, Nicole, something nice, brand new car, shoes, and you ain't got your money. That's going to be a problem. That's the truth, Mark says. Thank you, Mark. All mall. I put all my bills on one credit card and paid off in full in every month. That is very smart. You know why, all mall? That's exactly what I do, because it builds your credit score. You're already spending on it. Does two things, all mall. Okay, you probably didn't. You already been doing this, but you probably haven't paid attention to it. It does two things. It builds your credit score, By paying them off, you're not paying interest on the credit card. And number 2 or 3, anyway, it's for security. So now, since you use your credit card everywhere, if some store gets hacked, they hack your credit card and not your debit card. See what I'm saying? Because when somebody cracks your debit card, it's a big hassle compared to a credit card. It's a big old hassle. Credit card, they say, was this you? No, it wasn't me. Okay, cool. We credit you. We'll cut off your old card and send you a new one. So that is very smart. And if you do that all month, I'm assuming your credit report probably looks like mine. Go to my Facebook Debt Ain't My Daddy, and go check it out. Go check it out. Debt Ain't My Daddy, one word. Facebook Debt Ain't My Daddy. Damn. Hello. Okay. That ain't my daddy on Facebook. Okay. Tom Petty, how long has the live been on you guys? Oh, the live. Like what? Okay. The live been on. Okay. I've been on for almost 2 hours now, Tom. Okay. He dropped so much knowledge. I feel like I've missed out on. Hey, you can just watch the replay, Tom. It's all here. Just so you know, I'm gonna come on a little earlier next Sunday. I don't like the 1 o'clock time slot. It's not really working too well for me. Hello, welcome. Ride share done right. Hey, brother. Good afternoon. Have you done an episode on where to go and how to find out our debt or credit reports? Yeah, you can go on creditkarma.com, right share, and Experian.com. Creditkarma.com and Experian.com. That's all three. So on Credit Karma, they show Equifax and TransUnion, and Experian by itself. Sign up. Those are free. You can see them online. Hey, you're welcome, Amal. You're welcome. In and out. I like that. Don't forget to hit the like and hit the subscribe, Amal. Appreciate it. Hello, Beauty Jock. Welcome. Welcome. Wild Tiger, is it really necessary to use 30% of credit limit, or could I go over 30% and just pay just in full? And yeah, that only applies to, check it out, Wild Tiger. That only applies to people that carry over balances, because we don't care. We pay it in full, everyone. So I don't pay attention to 30%, 50%, whatever. That only applies to people who carry monthly balances on their credit cards. Okay, so that's the only thing it applies to. Mike Shinnery, I hope I pronounced that right. Thanks for doing this stream. This is stuff most people are not taught growing. Exactly. And Mike, check it out. That's on purpose. Would you believe me if I told you, Mike, that's on purpose? You're welcome, Rideshare. Appreciate you for asking. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is Q&A Sunday, you guys. This is Q&A Sunday. Anything and everything personal finances, okay? 30-minute free consultation at SavingsMinusDebt@gmail.com. SavingsMinusDebt at gmail.com. All right, so let's see. Mars, why is my Credit Karma score higher than I have no idea. Mine is the same way. Mine is the same way, the exact same way. Luna T. Mars says, why is my credit score higher than the Equifax? I don't know. Did you know? Check it out. I don't know if you knew this, Luna T. Mars, but each credit bureau has their own credit score, credit range. Okay. One credit score, it does. Equifax has a range. TransUnion and Experian, they each have their own ranges of the credit score. I did not know that until I got a debt. I was like, what? It doesn't account for everything? No, everybody has their own credit score range. So I really don't pay attention to that too much because I don't really care about credit. So I'm not really into that. So the architect, Mr. Young, have a good one and stay safe. Catch you next week. And I appreciate you chiming in there, Mr. The architect. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Tom Petty, sorry, meant live. I knew what you meant after I read it. I just woke up. I will catch the reply for sure. Okay, cool. Hyphy. Credit Karma isn't a score. It provides Vantage scores, which aren't FICO scores. You know, Hyphy, like I said, I only go there to get the debt information. I don't really care about Vantage score, FICO score. Credit and debt is designed to keep people confused and in debt. That's all it is. It doesn't make, none of it makes any sense. Oh, FICO is better than Vantage. Well, who's Vantage? It's like just keep you, it's just designed to keep you confused. Wild Tiger, I don't know. That somebody might know that answer. Anybody know that answer in there? Vantage score versus FICO score? Because I don't know. Anybody understand the difference between the two? Because I really don't know. I don't really get it to deep into how the credit scores are calculated. I don't really get too deep in it because I really don't care. Once you're out of debt, you really don't care about things like that, how a credit score is calculated. Because I just use credit when I need it. It's like when I need a hammer for a nail to drive a nail in some wood or something. Then once I'm done with the hammer, I just put it away. So when I need to rent a car, or when I need to rent a hotel room, that's when I use credit. I don't really apply for credit either, so I don't really care how it's calculated. But if some people do, I'm just saying here, I really don't. I mean, I guess I'd be more curious to read about it now that you guys bring it up. I might just read just to see what they're talking about, see if it really even means anything. Because I kid you not, you guys, the majority of financial stuff that I see on the internet, I swear to you, the banks write it. I swear to you, the banks write that stuff. I know it sounds like a lot of things are in your favor and it's meant to help you. I don't know. Check it out. The banks are writing half the stuff you are reading. Of course I can't prove it, but I can just read it and tell they are. But I don't know what type of writer that would be called. So this is the type of writer they have, okay? And maybe somebody in here does. This is the type of writer that writes something that's very bad, but they make it sound very good. Okay, so for example, when you look to say, I'm gonna borrow some money for my 401k, right? And then they list the things that are the benefits of the 401k. So you don't have to worry about your credit score. The rates are better than the bank rates, and whatever good things, right? Well, of course, they're not going to run your credit because it's your money. Of course. Now, if you look into it, this is what it really is: a marketing copywriter. Is that the name that people that do this make something that's very bad sound good? Is that what they're called? Because it's, when they say that about the 401k, of course they're not going to check your credit because it's your money. Of course the rates are better than the bank rates because you're not borrowing the bank's money. That's like obvious, but they're switching it around to make it sound like pay yourself back with interest. That's nothing more than a fee for borrowing your money early. But it's going to be in the form of a tax later on down the line. It's crazy. Okay, Luna T. Mars. I thought I had a good credit because of Credit Karma. Then I applied for a loan and my score was like 80 points lower and got turned down. Yeah, but Luna T. Mars, check it out. Which because people don't know to ask these questions when you go fill out, a loan application. Which credit bureau are you running my credit against? It could be all three. It could be one. It could be TransUnion. You have to know ask the right questions, right? You don't know. You just filling out an app, giving it to them, and they're running, and then they're coming back saying whatever. How do you know out of all the 3 credit scores they find, how do you know they're not picking the lowest one so they can charge you the highest interest rate? That could be a possibility. They know you want that loan that bad. You're just waiting to cross your fingers to hear the word approved. You don't really care what credit bureau it came from, right? So they could, like I said, they could be picking the lowest one so they can charge you the highest interest rate. Hyphy, FICO is a score lenders see when they pull your credit. Vantage isn't. Okay. But I promise you this, Hyphy. You go into a bank or a lender and they see that you ain't got no debt and you got money that you're about to invest, I guarantee you they will look at you totally different. I promise you. They will know not to give you a loan for anything less than the best, because they will know that they will know that they won't try to fool you. Hey, I'm gonna use this credit score because it's the lowest. You're gonna know. You'll be like, hey, what the hell are you doing? I checked the interest rates on the loans. And they said the best one is this rate. So that's what I want. If not, I'm gonna go down the street. They're gonna know that I promise you. Reality of fitness, yes, sir. They serve the interests of the business and the marketplace. Exactly. They sure do. Hyphy, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion only provide FICO. FICO is the only score that matters. Okay. Counts on who it matters to. Does it matter to me? No, it don't matter to me. But I know what you mean, Hyphy. Okay, I know what you mean. For people that really check it out. For people that really care that where their credit score come from, I guess it's important to them. I guess. Okay, whatever. I haven't had nobody say, "Hey, Linnell, hey, that credit score is coming from Vantage." I've never had nobody say that. I'd be like, I don't know why you're telling me that, but okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Any other questions? These are very good questions, man. I always say, if you're new to the room, I want you to feel comfortable in here. I want you to understand that you can ask any and all personal finance questions. No question is a dumb question. No question is a dumb question. Okay, I promise you. You come in here, this is the place to be. This is the place to ask. This is the place to feel comfortable. This is the place. Okay? Because I know some of these finance channels, man, they will make you feel like you're just like this big because you don't know all this stuff. They're speaking gobbledygook inside of in a finance room, and they're using all these big words and terms and portfolios and this. When I go in those rooms, you guys, I swear to you, okay, I'm gonna tell you this, okay. The majority of finance rooms I go into, they are full of crap. They are so full of crap. They're just so full of, and they don't even know they're full of crap because they wouldn't be saying the stuff they say out loud. If they knew what they were saying, they would not be saying it out loud in public. They would not be saying that, but they don't know. Hyphy, exactly. If I have to tell a lender to beat my credit union rates, they're not respecting me as a debt-free applicant with great credit. Exactly, they're not. They're not respecting you. And like I said, you just get online and see what the best interest rate is on the market because the Fed set the interest rates, right? And then the banks add whatever they're going to add, right? But it can't be too far off from what the Fed's created, right? Fed set, and you just look at that and you say, hey, you guys are way off with this percent. Again, like I said, if you're financially free, they wouldn't dare insult you. They wouldn't insult you with anything less. How much money should be saved up for retirement? Luna T. Mars says, how much money should be saved up for retirement? All right, that's a trick question, Luna T. Mars, because the people that sell stuff, they say things like that. And what think about it. What is the real answer for that? $1 million? Whatever. Okay, 5 million. You know what I'm saying? If you're in debt, and I'm not saying you are, but if you are in debt, Luna T. Mars, I'm saying right now, last thing you need to worry about is retirement. Okay. I always tell everybody my master mathematical formula. Add up all your savings, Luna T. Mars. Add up all your savings. Add up all your debt. Then go savings minus debt equals how much money you have in real life. Savings minus debt equals how much money you're actually contributing towards your retirement today. Okay? If that number's in the negative, you don't have any money for retirement. I don't care what the digital numbers you see on your screen on your retirement plan, that money is not there. If your debt is more, like for example, if your debt right now today is more than your retirement, you're in the negative. That money is not there. You see, I know you see it. I know it's numbers on the screen when you log into your account, but that's all it is. It's nothing more than digital numbers. It's not money. Okay. Once you become financially free, you know exactly how much money you need because it doesn't, once you're out of debt, Luna T. Mars, life is not expensive. Okay. It's not expensive. Housing market prices no longer matter to me. I don't care about housing market prices. Only when I sell Never when I buy. Never, never. The car price is blue book value in cars. That means nothing. There's no reason for me to know that. I buy from people in debt. That's it. And just like Hyphy said, that is good response. Hyphy says, depends on what retirement is to you. Exactly. Everybody's version of retirement is different. People don't really look at that. They just think, like, when people sell life insurance to people, or they sell these gimmicks to people, they go, how much you think it's going to take you for retirement? And if a person's deep in debt and they don't even know the number of debt, how much debt they're in, they will never be able to mathematically conceive debt. You guys have no idea how many financial planners out here planning people's finances while they're deep in debt. They're giving financial advice to other people that don't know about money when they don't know about money themselves. That is so messed up. I hear it all the time. They're on YouTube all over the place, I promise you, but you got to be able to hear it. You cannot hear it when you're in debt. You just believe them. You see their background. You might look at their clothes. They might show a few cars and watches in the first beginning of the video. So you would assume that they're successful. When I see videos like that, I fast forward. I'm like, I don't want all them gimmicks. I want you to talk so I can hear what you're saying. And when they start talking debt, I click off. Oh, you're fronting. Okay, you're making money, whatever you're doing. I'm not there to disrupt their business and make a comment and call them a liar and all that stuff. That has nothing to do with me. Nothing. They're making money. How long will they be in business? Probably not that long, because they don't even know about money. So they're not going to be in business that long, I promise you. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Hit the like. Get my likes up. Please don't forget to subscribe. Get my subscriptions up. I'm trying to hit that 1,000. People are asking me, you're welcome, Wild Tiger. People are asking me about a book. I need you guys' help to spread the word, spread my channel, spread my links, spread them, paste them everywhere, man. I'm trying to get more people so I can get that book written. Without your help, it's like pointless to write a book. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody's gonna know who I am to read it, so they're not gonna ever buy it. It's like, so I want to do it in phases. First, I must gain everybody's trust, gain my clients' trust. Okay. Any other questions? Yep, Savings Minus Debt. That's the email at gmail.com, SavingsMinusDebt. Any other questions before I get off here? Any other financial questions? Anything? Like I said, next Sunday, I will probably start it at about 11. I'm going to come a little bit earlier. I don't think 1 o'clock is my slot. But I thank you guys all for participating. I much appreciate it. All right. All right, if that's it, we're going to go ahead and call this a day. Go ahead and get off. I thank you guys for participating. Wild Tiger, Lunatic Mars, Hyphy, I appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. And I will too. These are all great questions. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday.